Sure, a couple of fast comments just to react to a few things. Folks did speak about the math. The math is absolutely on our radar from K to 12. In terms of the high school, if you come back next week, you'll hear Chris Scott, our math department chief, report out on the pilot he's been doing. We have essentially taken the 10th graders that are in the most need in geometry and put them through a pilot program where they're mandated after school and during the day for extra math support. He's going to show you the graph progress of these students from last month where they are right now. These kids hit the kneecap next fall. In my budget, I'm giving the committee next week a piece of the budget calls for after-school programming for students in math at the middle and high school level. The budget also calls for 5 math interventionists at the K level to help kids who really struggle with math. We're paying for those folks with some Title I money and also possibly some IDEA money and operating budget money. Essentially, we're attacking the math problem from all angles. At the middle school level, we know, I told the committee, our math series is not where we want it to be. The book we use is not a good one. We're down, I talked to the math folks today, we're down to 2 different selections. The leading contender is a 2013 publication. I'm looking at it with the team next week. That's built in the budget for next year. So we're absolutely attacking math from front to back. I would also say, someone mentioned science. We recently signed an agreement with Gentinag. You may have heard about a science initiative where we have kit-based science programs right now. We don't have the fidelity to actually measure if we're doing it. And by that I mean, there are districts out there that have a hands-on science program with training that goes with people that come into the buildings to make it happen. In the schools where I have been, I've initiated these programs. Those schools now have some of the highest science scores in Rhode Island. You can check Ashaway School in Charahoe, highest 4th grade scores in Rhode Island. They started out with owl pellets back in 2006. Now they have a good hands-on science program. Davisville Middle School, second to Barrington. And 3 years ago, they had 3 or 4 textbooks they kind of hodgepodge together. That program is now in Cumberland. We're doing it. It's K to 8. So we're starting that. We also budgeted some more kit-based programming in science. Just a quick factoid. At the middle school level, you should really have 4 kids in science. We currently run 2. So we're missing out on something called Earth and Space and catastrophic events. So we're adding that in. So we're actually looking at math. As far as folks who are nervous about us funding full-day K at the sake of something else, we are trying to fund everything we need to get at. But having said that, I'll tell you this. If Governor Chafee's funding comes in where it should be, and if the town gives us more support, I'll still have to give the committee some possible reductions, because that's the nature of the towns right now. We're in it. I'll go in socket, look at Central Falls, etc. However, to me, full-day K and math interventionists are something I want to hold to the center. So you may hear some reductions from me to balance the budget, but that's what we have to do to get the job done. So it's a question for the committee and myself about priorities. They're all tough choices. What do you rank as you see these things coming out? So my thinking is for next week, that's something we also give the budget to the school committee for their consideration for the next month after that. I'll give them a cover sheet of my thinking to balance the budget.